So can I get your name, please?
My name is Vincent Roman Luttrell.
And then what sport do you compete in and what high school do you go to?
I wrestle and I go to Cleveland High School.
Now, dude, it was a pretty big weekend for you. Can you
Yeah.
talk about what happened?
Yeah, I went out to the Junior Fargo Nationals and I ended up getting my first Fargo National title.
National champ. Okay, for those wondering, he's the second New Mexican to do this, the first in over 40 years. So that is insane. So like just that fact alone, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it's super cool being a part of that history. You know what I mean, cementing my name. But at the end of the day, like I just want to get better at wrestling. You know what I mean? I want to be the best, not just in New Mexico. I want to be the best in the world. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's all a part of the journey and part of the process. So I'm grateful for it, and it means a lot to be up there with those names. But yeah, I'm just super grateful to finally do it, finally get it done.
Now the Luttrell name, man, is pretty legendary around these parts. So, I mean, who was pretty influential for you just growing up and like kind of shaping your wrestling profile?
I mean, 100% my dad. I've been training with my dad. I mean, I've been in the gym since I was probably 2, 3 years old until I could remember. My dad was a UFC coach, and me and my twin brother, we would just be in the dojo sparring and trying to take each other's heads off. But yeah, I owe a lot of my wrestling success to my dad. I mean, my dad has helped me train for this tournament. Even we were doing numerous workouts a day. Like we were going up to the crest and getting work in there. And yeah, man, my dad, he knows how to make a champion. So he was just pushing me and just never giving up, working as hard as I can. I knew that it was going to pay off. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. And then, obviously, again, like I said, Luttrell name is pretty legendary around these parts. Is there any advice that you can give to any up and coming wrestlers about, maybe on their own wrestling journey to where hopefully you are someday?
I think the first thing I would say is just fall in love with the sport. I mean, once you fall in love with the sport, everything after that is going to be 100 times easier. Like, I mean, you can't go into these workouts every day, cutting weight and doing these wrestling workouts that'll kill you if you don't love it. Like, you can't do it for anybody else. And I see a lot of young kids that get pushed by their dad and do it for other people. I mean, I was so blessed growing up with my dad. He was never like, he would never harp on me after a loss. You know what I mean? And I think that's the biggest thing. Like, when you have a little kid and you're trying to teach him wrestling and you get mad at him for not doing something, like, he's gonna end up resenting the sport, and he's gonna end up resenting you as a dad. You know what I mean? So I think my dad, like, being super young, every time I would lose, he'd be like, "Hey, this is where we need to get better, but I'm proud of you and I love you." And I just never felt the stress of going in like, if I lose, I'm gonna have to, to go through this, or this is gonna happen. It's just like, just the relationship that I have with my dad and the sport of wrestling has gotten me to this point.
That's awesome, dude. And for those who don't know, you're a four-time state championship. You're gonna go for that 5 your senior
Yeah.
year. I mean, national. Like, what did it feel like when it was finally all over? Like, what was the first thing you did? Who was the first person you talked to?
Um, I just ran into my dad's arms, my mom and my dad. I mean, these are moments that you can't pay for or recreate. You know what I mean? So just being but the people that got me to this point and being able to pay them back. You know what I mean? It felt amazing.
That's great, dude. And then, so, for those people who don't know, like, wrestling is such a demanding sport. You guys have to cut weight. You guys have to put on weight. Do you have like any of the craziest stories that, like, maybe there was a time where you had to go run like 10 miles in a trash bag or anything like that? Or my buddy used to spit into a cup, to cut a little bit of weight.
Yeah, I mean, those techniques of cutting weight are still in today, but I mean, we don't have trash bags anymore. We have like full like sweatsuits. And yeah, I remember one time at Nationals, I was like 13, 14 pounds over, and I had to get it off. I had like a 5-hour span to get that weight off. And I mean, those are some of the days that I don't like to remember. You know what I mean? those were some hard days. But I mean, it all pays off once you get your hand raised. All the weight cutting and all the suffering, you don't remember it. You know what I mean? You don't remember that stuff.
No, for sure. And then, so when I've had a hard day's work of just, typing letters onto a laptop, I go to Tap and Taco to celebrate. How do you celebrate after a win when it's finally you got a little bit of time to rest? You can enjoy yourself a little bit.
I like Tap and Taco. I mean, it's super close to where I'm at, so I really like Tap and Taco. Or we would go to the block, hit up the block, and get some wings.
Okay.
I really like some chicken wings, some some buffalo wings. Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. And then so let me take you back to elementary school. It's like recess time. You're back with your buddies. What game are you playing?
100%. We're playing aggressive tackle football every day.
Aggressive tackle football. And then what about your favorite movie and favorite TV show?
My favorite movie has to be Nacho Libre.
Yeah,
Has to
best
be
wrestling
Nacho
movie
Libre.
ever.
And then
Yeah.
favorite TV show probably Stranger Things.
Probably Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things.
All right. Did you see the new trailer, by the way? For
Yeah.
like season. Oh, it looks good.
I'm
Looks good.
hyped. Yeah.
That's awesome. And then so what about your go-to hype up song if you have one?
Probably my walkout song at nationals, Canción del Mariachi.
Nice, nice. Has that always been like the
Yeah, that's the new walkout song, the new theme song for me.
dude? And then like with this win and with everything you've done in your career, you are like one of the foundational names in New Mexico wrestling. So who are some either New Mexico wrestlers or Cleveland wrestlers that we should be keeping an eye out for?
Well, somebody that I've always looked up to from Cleveland, my buddy Paul Mascarenas and all the Mascarenas brothers.
There's a lot of them, a lot of state champions then.
Yeah, there's 3 of them. And Paul was a 4-timer, Mikey was a 3-timer, and Tristan was a 3-timer. And I've been hanging out with them. My older brother was friends with them. They were on the same team, and I've been hanging out with them since I was a little kid. You know what I mean? I always looked up to them, and I still do, man. Those are my guys. But some people that are wrestling now from Cleveland, I would look out for Riley Hostler 100% next year. He's a dog, and he's coming for it all. And then my training partner Izzy Guevara, he's my guy too, man. He's a dog. And some other New Mexico hammers, I'd probably give it to Valentin Papaduke from St. Pius.
Okay.
He was New Mexico's first junior freestyle All-American in I think it's been 15, 20 years. So yeah, he's up next. And my buddy from Volcano Vista, Lorenzo Gallegos, we've hit up a bunch of national tournaments together, and that's my guy too. Yeah.
Perfect, man. And just the last question: have you seen the new Superman movie?
I haven't.
Okay, well, Superman obviously has a kryptonite. My kryptonite is when Lord of the Rings comes on TV, I gotta watch all 3 of them because it's just so good.
I love the Lord of the Rings.
It's a great film.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
The saga, yeah.
It's so great. Do you have a kryptonite? Is it like a food? Is it like a TV show? Is it I don't
know. My kryptonite would probably be going to my grandma's house and having dinner there, because I know whenever I'm cutting weight, it's really hard not to go spend family time at my grandma's because we have every kind of food, like pasta. Everything. My big Italian family, we like to feast, and that's probably my kryptonite whenever I'm cutting a lot of weight, trying not to go over to my grandma's house and grub out.
Perfect, man. Well, I know you got a ton of interviews scheduled for the rest of the day, so thank you for making the time, and then congratulations again, and good luck, because I know you got another one coming up.
Yes, sir. Thank you.